Can know a little bit about your journey from where it started. And of course, I have more questions about your story later. But about your journey, how did it start?
Yeah, thanks so much. But before I say anything, I would like to congratulate Shesh and Beehive because I think they have an incredible story, and that's why we are all here. And we couldn't say no to them. And I wish them great success. And yeah, working in Mumbai and studied in Delhi
Okay.
and moved here. And it has been an incredible city for me and for your story.
All of a sudden, moving out to be an entrepreneur, what was the inspiration?
I don't know if there was any inspiration that time. I think it was sheer madness because when you're working and when you have a regular life and regular salary coming, then you get very bored and you think that you should do something different. And I thought that media should be done differently. But how do you talk to people when they're not successful, when they're just taking their first step? So I thought that we should just change the way media is run, and that's why I started Your Story.
Fantastic. I was actually going through your interview on Forbes, and you make a very strong statement where you say validation is what we seek for. And I know you don't believe in it, but don't wear the label that the world gives you. What made you say that? Something very strong that comes, I mean, it's coming from a woman like you. What was it all about? Don't wear the label what the world gives you. What does it mean?
Yeah, I think we all look at ourselves through the labels, right? Like you are an actor, and we start associating with the way the world sees us. But there is more to us than whatever the world or anyone or what we think people, the titles or anything that we get. I think because people around us are very quick to judge, right? And
Absolutely.
nobody gets deep
I'm sure
enough to
all of
know
us,
you.
all of them are judging
Yeah.
both of us now. I'm sure the one sitting next to each other, they're judging each other also. So judging continues. But I
Yeah.
personally feel learning to ignore is something which is much more important today in these days. But coming back to that question, from a media personality, today you are one among top 10 influencers in this country. So money, power, passion, ambition, dedication, a deadly combination. It looks like a recipe for disaster. Sometimes, because all of these is so fragile, is so fragile to handle. How do you manage to handle all of this? How do you keep your mind subtle and clean?
So,
How do you keep the show going?
yeah, so the good news is that I don't have money. So that, so
I don't
that
believe
take
this.
care, no, it is a fact. It is the only truth that I'm going to be speaking on stage is that I have no money. So that keeps you balanced. So if you don't have money, then all the other rest you can take care of. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised. Can you elaborate on this? Like how you don't have money? Like,
You tell me, do you have money?
yeah, maybe a little bit.
Little bit is what?
I should call my auditor now. No, but yeah, definitely. When you say, see, I was just talking to a director who introduced me to films in '96, and it's 25 years now. And I was talking to him, and I walked up to him. He said, like, Vinayak, what's your goal now? I said, sir, there are 6 crore people in Karnataka, and I think 3 crore people know who Vinayak is. So I want to encash it. I want to monetize that popularity. And he said, Bakwas Bankar. Sometimes 3 crore people will know, but you don't have a face to ask 100 rupees for petrol with somebody else. Because, people think you're rich. People think you have everything, but you really don't have it. You're investing in it every single time. So how does it feel to be powerful is what I'm trying to ask you. Because power is a double-edged sword. You know that. You can use it either ways. How do you feel about it?
I don't feel, I feel strong, but I don't feel powerful because I think being powerful or any of these labels, if I may say so, these are like revolving mirrors. So they come, you get the spotlight for 2 minutes, but these are not things that stay. And for me, what is most powerful, I feel, are my values, things that I believe in, the outlook that I have in life, and those are things that matter. So I don't think of myself as powerful.
Fantastic, fantastic. ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. Okay. Um, many entrepreneurs out there, and they all have their struggle. They all have their stories. in your story, it started with a 2 lakh rupee seed capital for your story, and it was kind of bootstrapped for a while, and in 2015, the face changes. What happened? What jadoo happened? How did you bring so much of change into whatever you were doing? What is that moment that changed everything?
You know,
I believe you recently got like about 8.5 million funding. That's what I read on paper. I don't know if it is, and it's also expanded to Europe, in Germany as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, honestly, this question always surprises me because what I was doing with your story since 2008, September 16th, I did that every day. But the questions and the attention started coming after 2015 when you raised funding. And I keep questioning because I was the same person, we were doing the same, my team and I, we were working with same passion and same love and, you know, commitment. But suddenly when you raise money or, you know, you get money, then you start as an entrepreneur here in Bangalore and in India, all over the world, we start getting attention. To me, nothing changed. I think stress level increased when you get external money. But yeah, it's the same journey. It's 10 years and I feel every day is the same and it's exciting and I love what I'm doing.
So you've witnessed many stories. One short story that really moved you and inspired you.
You know, there are a lot of stories, but one story, okay, I'll tell you. So there was this woman who used to keep calling me, and and then from different numbers, but you could always make out that her voice is the same. And then every time she used to call, I was like, okay, you know, I'll pass it on to someone in my team, and we'll do the story. She said, no, I want you only to do my story, and I was like, okay. And it kept on, you know, for many months. I couldn't find the time and we couldn't tell a story. But one day she said something very touching. She said, you know, you just listen to me for a minute. And after that, if you don't want to do my story, then don't do it and you pass it on to someone. And she said that, you know, she stayed in Mumbai and every time she used to work and come back home, then the children in the building, they used to run away. And they used to say, ghost aaya, bhoot aaya, bhoot aaya, bhoot aaya. And she said that, you know, for many years, every time I go, then sab koi kehta hai, bhoot aaya, bhoot aaya, bhoot aaya. And I feel very sad and very hurt and very lonely. But I scare the kids. So when they say bhoot aaya, bhoot aaya, so I also start acting very crazy and all that stuff. And then she said that she's an acid attack victim, and now she started an NGO where she gets people like her, everyone who's faced this kind of situation. So she gets all of them to work there so that nobody faces this kind of shame. So she's an entrepreneur. And she said that I'm a survivor and you should come and see the joy that we have in our workplace. Everyone appreciates and the beauty, you know, we have started realizing that beauty is within. And I thought that was such a powerful story because some way she chose to be such a heroine in her story rather than a victim and the ghost that people said. And these stories stay with you, yeah, because these people
Fantastic.
are so amazing.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, coming to the end of my questions, couple of questions that is not related to your story or my story. You just have to make a choice, okay? Emotional or practical?
Emotional,
Daring or playing safe?
daring.
Mumbai or Bangalore?
I'm in Bangalore. I need to stay here.
Travel the world or travel within?
Both.
Only one choice.
I can't choose them.
Success or failure?
Both.
Money or ethics?
Both.
I think, yeah, last question is what I wanted to ask. Can we expect your story to be here at Beehive soon? Have you worked in a co-working space before? What's your experience? What do you want to tell all the young folks out there who's trying to do something for themselves?
Yeah, so in fact, your story's first office was in a co-working space, and in 2010 when we moved here, I would say Beehive is great. It is a phenomenal story. They have been through so much of hardships, struggle, and they have survived. And to me, those stories are so extraordinary, and we all need to celebrate. And I hope that Beehive today they have 1,000 seaters, so they have 10,000, 20,000 1,000-seaters soon, and co-working is great.
Awesome. Any word about Shesh and his entire team? Shesh is not here. I think he's up to. I mean, he's out inviting somebody there as a guest. But what do you want to say?
I think we all need to respect, celebrate, and genuinely support Shesh, because what he's done is not easy. What he's been through is not easy. But today he's surviving and he's thriving, and that's commendable.
Fantastic. So, any questions to Shraddha? Any questions? Anybody? No question. Okay, one question there. Vinny. Oh, one question here also. He's the closest. Okay, fast. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ritukant. So your tip on dealing with the mental stress for the young startup founders. I'm not young. In general, I'm asking for other people. Dealing, especially during the first step when your family and your peers and everybody else is judging you. So how to deal with that first year, 12 months of mental stress? And this is not for funded startups, especially when you're bootstrapped.
I think there's no right answer.
Yeah, I know.
Somehow we make an issue out of mental health and depression and anxiety. So the first thing is just to say that, hey, I'm depressed and I'm anxious and I'm not feeling well. And I think that in itself is very liberating. But what I have seen practically help me, and it's still a journey, is meditating in the morning. I think somehow just start, I started a few years back with 8 breaths. And I think that helps.
ಮೇಡಮ್ಮು ಮನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರು. ಮನಿ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋನೇ ನೀವು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೆನ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮನಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
That's my mother. And
ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್
she's saying, she's very happy to say this, that without money, you've come this far and you've been so successful. She's very proud of
ನಿಮ್ಮ
that
ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸು
fact.
ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ
It'll take you further, much more further is what she's trying to say. Thank you so much. Thank you.
a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
My question is, how soon we can see your story as a platform, like Facebook or Twitter, where content writers can just log in and write some stories where you validate and they make some reward or something like that. How far is it in the future? Like,
Give us 12, not 12 months, 6-8 months. So my colleague Karum, he's here. You should. And we are right now working on this.
Okay.
And help us by being a beta tester and all that.
Yeah.
But the whole aim is now that in 6-8 months, how do you become a platform?
yeah. I'm a loyal customer to your story, by the way. So,
I love you. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
I hope you enjoyed our little chat. Jorag barli chappale. Thank you. Thank you, Shraddha. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the conversation.